Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC stock, GME stock, and SPY stock. This is going to be your update and prediction for AMC, GME, and SPY, giving you guys an update and prediction on where I think we're headed in the next couple of days and tomorrow. This video is cram-packed full of information that you need to know if you hold stocks, play in the stock market, or the cryptocurrency market. This video is not financial advice, but with that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on.
Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're going to be looking at AMC stock, SPY stock, and GME stock. We're going to be looking at the meme stocks in the overall meme stock market and the stock market to give you guys an update and prediction on where I think these stocks are headed. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now, let's go ahead and hop into the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So I just want you guys to know that I did get some new equipment, We have some absolutely fire equipment, new camera, new computer, new everything. So we are on point. Check out the streams. If you have not seen the streams do not lag, they do not drop, they do not anything. They are 100% on point. So if you have not seen the new streams, check them out. They are 100% on point, no lag, brand new camera, brand new everything. So check that out and hit me up 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be streaming market open to market close. So let's go ahead and hop into this video and show you guys what is popping off. So the first thing we need to look at is SPY, SPY. So again, I did predict a green week for SPY, Let's go ahead and see where we're at so far. So we are down slightly with a red week on SPY. I do think SPY is going to get a little bit of a push back to the upside here. I do think SPY is going to be able to get a push back to the upside here. Let me show you why. So we can see momentum is shifting to the downside on SPY here on the 4-hour time frame and the 2-hour time frame. It is slightly crossing. So again, I do think SPY overall is going to be moving to the downside, especially Wednesday on CPI data. So basically what I think is going to happen is we're going to get a push up. CPI data comes out Wednesday, so you guys want to be careful. CPI data comes out Wednesday, so again, you want to be careful. This is going to come out at around 8 o'clock, so this is going to have a huge impact on the market. It comes out around 8:30. Year-over-year core inflation rating, month-over-month core inflation rating, and then inflation data. So all CPI data comes out. It's going to have a big impact on the market. So if you see the market have a nice push up, that's because the data came out is good. If you see a market have a nice push down, that's because the data came out hot, and that's actually what I believe is going to be happening. Now again, I do believe SPY is going to be able to see a little bit of a push up before a major move to the downside. Me personally, I think what we're about to see is an overall pullback. Okay, if you kind of look, we have this pull to the downside, and if we go ahead and just kind of draw some rough trend lines, you guys could actually see a type of a bear flag forming right here on SPY. Again, I do think we're going to see a little bit of a push down for SPY. So basically you see SPY coming here, basically making this this bear flag. I think SPY is going to be able to move up a little bit, and that's why I said pull up to the upside ever so slightly, pull up to the upside ever so slightly before having a overall pullback to the downside. So I do think SPY is actually going to see a little bit more downside before getting a bounce. Now, it could possibly get a bounce here on this trend line, possibly getting a bounce on this trend line. Right here is the trend line. We'll go ahead and make it thick. If it does not, you're going to see a major breakdown from that bear flag. The bear flag is going to make it test this trend line. So basically we're going to come up and form the bear flag and test this trend line. If this trend line does not hold, you're going to see a major breakdown for SPY. If it does hold, we're going to be able to see a bounce up and a continuation to the upside and giving you that green week that I was looking for SPY. But guys, it's not looking too good in my personal opinion. You guys can see that the alligator on the 2-hour time frame has crossed to the bearish side, so that's showing that we're probably going to break to the downside. You can also see on the 4-hour time frame, we're starting to get a MACD across, if you look very, very closely, to the bear side as well, and the alligator is starting to curl to the downside as well. Again, multiple indications that we're probably going to see downside for SPY, and it's probably time to probably start playing puts. Me personally, and I'm going to be warning the Discord, when to start playing puts is when this confirms as resistance. So when we see SPY break down, and if it comes back up and uses this blue line as resistance, that's going to confirm more downside. The blue line is at basically, if we confirm either 446, basically 446 even as resistance. So basically, if we break down and come up and hit 446 as resistance, you're going to see a major move to the downside. Or if you confirm 445.60 as resistance. If you see either of these get confirmed as resistance, you're going to see a big move down for SPY. Now, these are gap fills, and there's a gap fill right here, so we could see this get filled by this bear flag, and then again see an overall capitulation to the downside. Again, the trend is your friend, and overall the trend is starting to shift to the downside. We can see that on the macro time frame. We have a bearish MACD. We can see that the alligator is starting to curl. We can see on the daily time frame the alligator is starting to curl as well. We can also see, if we go ahead and pop on the indicators, we can see that the Bollinger Bands are showing heavy resistance here above our heads. So it does look like the trend is going to remain down, and we are going to see a little bit more downside. You can also see the MACD is starting to curl to the downside on the daily time frame as well. And I do think we're going to see an overall crash and capitulation for SPY. What we could potentially see is one more push up, one more little liquidity grab to the upside, filling this gap fill to the upside before an overall capitulation to the downside. But this is what I'm looking at for SPY. This is what I believe is going to be happening. There's multiple gap fills to the downside. Basically, tomorrow, what I think is going to be happening is we're going to see basically a little bit more movement to the upside as pre-market or after hours comes into close, and then you're going to see a drop to the downside, especially if CPI comes out hot. You're going to see a big drop to the downside. Now, if CPI comes out good and we see a big gap up, that's going to be bullish, and that's going to be a signal to play calls. A signal to play puts, again, is if you see 445, so 445.60 used as resistance, so it has to be confirmed as resistance. That means breaking down, retesting it as resistance and confirming it. That's going to confirm puts. If you want to confirm calls, you need to see the price of 446.75 used as support, and that's going to confirm more upside, and that would confirm calls. So that's what I'm looking at based off of the charts, the facts, and the data. You guys can see there is a gap fill to the upside. This gap will get filled, so there is a chance we could get a nice pop up there if we do hold 446.75 as support and confirm it as support. And again, that will confirm calls. Downside would be 445.50 as resistance, will confirm puts. So that's what I'm looking at for SPY. Let's go ahead and look at AMC and GameStop. Let's go ahead and check out GameStop and show you guys what's going on with GameStop. So GameStop, Bollinger Bands constricting very, very tight on GameStop. You guys can see the Bollinger Bands are constricting very, very tight on GameStop right now. This is an indication of volatility coming. Now, I do think it is going to be a pop to the upside in my personal opinion. You guys can see that we kind of have this pennant or this falling wedge shape right here forming. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit wider so you guys can see. But we basically have this falling wedge shape forming right here. Right here is your wedge. Right here is your bottom support. Also, we have the breakout of this falling wedge, which gave us this push up, and I do think this uptrend is going to continue basically if we go ahead and draw a trend line, you guys can see that we have an uptrend, and I do think that uptrend is going to continue breaking out of this falling wedge that you see here. So I do think GameStop is going to get a recovery. Also, we have gap fills to the upside. We have a gap fill right here. It's marked in gold. It's at $18.50. $18.50. So I do think that gap is going to get filled. Now, we had gap fills to the downside on GameStop. GameStop is trying to fill these gap fills to the downside. We need to go a little bit lower to about 1709. So you could see GameStop make a little bit leg down before it fills this gap. So making a little bit leg down before and filling this gap before getting a push to the upside to fill this gap here to the upside. And as you guys can see, the gap is right here, marked in gold. Sorry, do apologize. But this is what I'm looking at for GameStop stock. Again, I do think GameStop is going to recover. If we go ahead and look at the 4-hour time frame, RSI is getting very, very low. If we go ahead and take off all of the indicators and all of the trend lines, you guys can actually see that GameStop is using this yellow falling wedge, this massive falling wedge marked here in yellow, as support. So you can see this line right here. This line right here is being used as support right now. Well, now I just moved the line, but this line is being used as support right now, and we are going to see this basically, if we can hold this level as support, get a nice pop to the upside for GameStop. Overall, the macro still in effect. We have the triple bottom in effect, bottom number 1, bottom number 2, and then bottom number 3. And I do think GameStop is about to get a nice push to the upside, as we do have a bullish MACD, and we do have the 4-hour time frame starting to cross to the upside as the MACD curls up, and we're trying to get that bullish cross as we are trying to bounce off of this macro sloping resistance as support, which would be a beautiful, beautiful breakout, especially of this huge falling wedge. If we can break out, we're getting the retest right now. So basically we see the move that we got the breakout. Now we come back down, we have to retest it, and then what happens after we retest it, we can get the pop back to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at for GameStop, and then once we get that pop back to the upside, that will start forming the macro triple bottom as we start moving higher and higher to fill this gap fill here at $40. And again, gaps get filled, and there is a gap fill at $40 for GameStop. Now let's talk about AMC stock, and then focus on AMC stock for the rest of the video. So guys, Adam Aaron is tweeting about this dumb money. He is tweeting about dumb money. Adam Aaron is not tweeting about how the FTDs are gone, how the short interest has dropped down, because I want to show you guys something. Short interest has dropped down to 4%, guys. So you guys know I gotta always keep it real with you guys. I always gotta keep it real with you. But this is what we feared, guys. This is what we feared. Everything that I had predicted after the reverse split has happened. Everything I predicted about the reverse split has happened. The price has dropped to a new low, and I said, and if you guys have been following me for a while, you will know that I said this, and you can look back at all the videos that I talked about this numerous times. I said the price would drop to a new low. That's exactly what happened. I said the short interest would dry up. That's exactly what happens. It's at 4.50%, and I said that the FTDs would disappear. And so far, it's off of the threshold security list. Now, we do have a little bit of hope, guys. We do have a little bit of hope, but you know I gotta always keep it real with you guys. So first thing I want to point out is AMC's FTDs for the last report that we have. So this basically lags about a month, so we need to see next month's report, but we did have an uptick in FTDs. So again, this could all be a psychological tactic, or we could be looking at something very, very drastic. Now, I also want to point out that Ortex is reporting 11.52% short interest. 11.52% short interest. And guys, I remember I told you want to see short interest above 8 to 10% at least. 8 to 10% at least. And we also have had times where Fintel has reported fake short interest before, and we've had times where Fintel has reported lower short interest than it really was before. So take this with a grain of salt. But right now, Fintel is reporting 4.50% short interest. Ortex is reporting 11.52% short interest. Shares on loan is reported by Ortex is 26.50 million, and cost to borrow reported by Ortex is 7.84%. The cost to borrow that's reported by the other official sites is 4.38%, and short interest reported by Fintel is 4.50%. So guys, I just wanted to run over the data and did show you guys that the interest did drop. Now, this could be a psyop. This could be crazy stuff. We've seen Fugazi, some funny stuff from Fintel before, but you guys have to also look at reality, and you guys also have to look at what's going on, and I gotta keep it 100 with you, me personally. Now, me personally, what I think this is actually is I think Fintel is wrong. I think Fintel's off. I think short interest is at least at 10%, at least 10%. We got Ortex showing at 11.52%, and I do think if the short interest is much higher, because I think what happened is they moved to a lot more naked shorting, and this is just what I'm looking at personally. I think they took a lot of this stuff off the books, but I think that there is still a ton of hidden short interest. If we look at Fintel's short interest off exchange volume, so off exchange short volume, you can see that's at 54%. So guys, there is still a ton of short interest, and they will, as long as we don't sell our shares, they will get trapped again. They're going to double down and triple down, and they will get trapped again. And if they really did cover, we're going to see massive spikes in volume, okay? We're going to see massive spikes in volume, which we did see, but we're also going to see price shoot up. It might not have to happen the day that they did cover, but we could see later down the pipeline, as these orders come in, we could see a massive spike to the upside, which would cause something like the similar price action that we've seen for Volkswagen stock, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So basically, Volkswagen stock had dumped to the downside. Oh, thank you guys also for helping me break 9,000 subscribers. But Volkswagen stock had dumped to the downside, and this is what happened to Volkswagen stock. Basically dumped to the downside, shorts covered, and then you've seen a massive run up to the upside. So again, this is what could easily happen to AMC stock, and we still have plenty of short interest based off what Ortex is reporting. So again, we've also seen Fintel report fake numbers before, and off exchange short volume is still at 54%. So again, I still think short interest is still highly in play. We will see what happens with next week or next month's short interest reports. I also want to show you guys something that's playing out with the technicals with AMC stock. So basically, we have an inverse head and shoulders here. So basically, guys, I told you the bullishness was building. AMC's hidden bullish divergence, where price keeps dropping down, while RSI is going up, and up. You guys can see that's clear bullish divergence. That is starting to play out. AMC got this wedge that I identified yesterday in my last video. I told you guys if we broke out of this wedge, we would pop up. That's exactly what we did. We're also starting to have a green week. I told you guys we would be having a green week. We're already starting to have a green week. I told you it'd be a green week for GameStop in AMC. That's already coming to fruition. So far, so good. Predictions are coming on point. We have this thing on track. But guys, look what possibly is playing out. A inverse head and shoulders. An inverse head and shoulders is possibly playing out here for AMC stock. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys what this would look like and what we are possibly seeing. So guys, and I want you guys to know, if we're going to see a short squeeze, it would be while the price is this low, so they can buy these shares to cover at these low ranges. And once this thing starts to run, it could absolutely take off. it's going to get an extreme bounce back. Because it dropped down so fast, it's going to spring to the upside so fast. I said that AMC, everything that I said always comes to fruition, guys. Like the short interest, the FTD list going off, like the fact that I told you guys the highest price that you would be able to sell is right after the reverse split. As soon as market opens, like that would have been the highest price that you would have been able to sold for a long time, here at $15 as soon as market opens. And I told you the highest price would be in pre-market. I told you guys it would drop to a new low before the reverse split. I told you guys all of this, and now we're at this part of the process, so I know what's happening. It's all of the things that I told you guys that are going to be happening. Now we're at this part of the process. I said AMC will have to bottom. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a long, bloody process. It's going to take a while, but it is going to bottom. It's going to find a bottom, which it's doing right now. It's starting to carve out that bottom. You guys can see the shape right here. You can see the MACD flipping on the 2-hour time frame. You can see the MACD flipping on the 4-hour time frame. You can see that the daily time frame is working on a cross. All of these things are indications that we are about to get a move to the upside. You can see on the 1-hour time frame, we got a bullish cross on the alligator. On the 2-hour time frame, you can see that we're working on a bullish cross. You can see that the alligator bands are coming close together, showing that this move is losing momentum. You can see that the bullish divergence is starting to play out. So all of this stuff that I said is coming to fruition is we're going to find a bottom. I said it would. And when it finds the bottom, it's going to find that bottom, carve it out, and then it's going to launch to the upside. It's going to launch to the upside, and it's going to fill these gaps at $17 to $18 and $30 to $40. When AMC goes back to $40, $30 to $40, again, I'm going to be laughing at the haters. Literally, on stream, bro, on stream. Someone made me laugh so hard. Zelly Zen made me laugh so hard because she did the Ijimos and did the pointy finger, because that's exactly what I do to y'all. I go, ah, and laugh at y'all in the camera because I'm telling you guys, I'm going to be laughing at you again. The people that says AMC is not going back to $30 or $40, yes, it is. It's called gap fills. It's called technical analysis. Just because you invest with your emotions and you don't understand what's going on and you have no clue what's going on, doesn't mean all of us do that, okay? Some of us use technicals and fundamentals and data to guide our decisions, which is what you're actually supposed to do if you're investing. I don't know what you guys are doing anyways, but these gap fills are going to get filled. The bullishness is building, and AMC is going to get a return back to the upside. What is going to happen? AMC is going to carve out a bottom. Once it does, it's going to be quick. The recovery is going to be quick. In my live stream, I told you guys we're going to have a green after hours, You guys can already see that we are up in after hours. I do think in pre-market, we're going to start coming back to the upside, basically drifting to the upside. If we can get above $7.71 before pre-market, open or before market open, that would be great. We're probably gonna have to retest $7.50, maybe even $7.38 down here when market opens. So basically we'll see, I'll show you guys what we'll see. Basically we'll drift up as pre-market opens, maybe have a green pre-market. Then market will open, we'll dump down and retest either 750 or 738 and find a bottom and then start moving to the upside. I do think we'll probably have a green day tomorrow. They are stacking shares to try to keep us down. They're trying to build them up to keep us down. If we get over that $8 mark, we have a huge amount of gamma, and we are working on a nice movement to the upside with this inverse head and shoulders. So basically, you guys can see you have a shoulder here, you have a head here, and we are forming our shoulder here. If we get another move to the upside, basically breaking above, all we have to do is break above $8. If we can use $8 as support, that's going to break us to the upside. Now, this is going to make a cup and handle pattern. Let me explain why it's a cup and handle pattern. Because here is your cup, here is your handle. So right here is your cup, right here is your handle, and that is going to give us our cup and handle pattern. So again, I'll show you guys real quick. Cup, handle, and that's going to give us our cup and handle pattern. So if we go ahead and look at cup and handle, you guys can see what a cup and handle pattern is. It's a bullish pattern. This is going to be a breakout to the upside. So basically, we have a clear path to the upside for AMC stock. If we can get that cup and handle to play out, we have to break above $8. So basically, you want to see price make this cup, then you want to make this handle. We want to see it break above $8, come back down and retest $8 as support. If we do so, you're gonna see a launch to the upside. So if we can break above $8 using $8 as support, you're gonna see a launch to the upside. $8.37 to be exact is the breakout for that cup and handle. Or $8 is the breakout for the cup and handle. $8 is the breakout for the cup and handle. We want to get above that yellow line at $8. Now the breakout for the cup and handle would take us, so if we do get that cup and handle, it would take us all the way up to about $8.50, $8.37. It would take us in this range. And if we can come back down and use $8.37 as support, that's going to give us another boost to the upside to play out this head and shoulders. Right here's your shoulder, right here is your head, and then right here is your shoulder. And if we can break this cup and handle, which would take us up to this level of $8.50, $8.30, and if we can maintain those levels using it as support, that's going to play out this larger head and shoulders pattern on the larger time frame, giving us these price targets here, here, and here at $9.83, $10.80, and $11.69, which will give us on the road and start taking us up to the gap fills. These are the gap fills here and here. So again, this would start boosting us up to fill those gaps and bringing us up to the upside. So let me explain it one more time. Basically, we're in a cup and handle on the smaller time frames. If we break out of $8, that's going to take us give us the breakout of the cup and handle. We use $8 as support. That's going to break us all the way up to $8.50. If we come back down and use $8.37 as support, that's going to give us the breakout of the inverse head and shoulders, which gives us breakout targets here, here, and here. Guys, we have a clear path to make a clear rounded bottom and bring us back to that $13 to $14 level, and then start filling those gap fills. It is going to happen quick. The same way we drop down quick is the same way we're going to launch up quick. So guys, this is what I'm looking at for AMC stock. AMC stock, I do think we are going to see an overall play out to the upside. Again, we have a clear path to get back to the upside with the cup and handle is the first part on the smaller time frames. Again, cup and handle on the smaller time frames. Cup, handle, we see that work. We got to get above that $8 level to break out. Then we break out. That forms the inverse head and shoulders. Now we have the inverse head and shoulders formed. We can come back down, use that as support, break out of the head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders neckline, which is marked in purple. Now we can launch up and hit our price targets here, here, and here. Guys, this is what I'm looking at for AMC, GME, and SPY stock. I do think we're going to see a continuation to the upside for AMC. I told you guys AMC is looking bullish and going to continue back to the upside. This is what we are looking at. I also called out this inverse head and shoulders here in the live stream. So you want to check out the live streams. You want to check out the live streams for live plays. I call out plays. People make money. Make sure you also hit me up for the Discord. Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. You want to get in before it goes to 100. I call out the plays, the technical analysis, and more. Hit me up. Email link down below. DataZeroOfficial5. DataZeroOfficial5. Hit me up. PayPal or Instagram, or PayPal or Cash App is how you pay, and then I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. The Discord is an exclusive community where I post buy and sell signals and technical analysis and news updates all day long, giving people the advantage they need to take over the market. I called this one out earlier in stream, this inverse head and shoulders. You have a shoulder here, head here, shoulder here. This played out. Our breakout target, which it exactly went to, was right here, and it went right to our breakout target, which is exactly where the breakout target was. So easy play. And this is how I described how I do trades, guys. Basically, I found the pattern, I found the breakout target, and you could accumulate it and made the play easy. After it got that, it got rejected. SPY does look like it is showing weakness as I did say. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you guys. Let's go ahead and check out the VIX. The VIX is starting to move to the upside as well. Again, this is going to put pressure on SPY. The dollar is pulling back slightly, so this could relieve some pressure on SPY, but I do think we're going to see an overall pullback as stocks like Apple and Nvidia are starting to really pull back. Guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. If you found the video informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. Also, a great way to help me and help support the channel and help the channel grow and get better content and better equipment is to become a member or donate super chats. Become a member or donate super chats. Becoming a member is $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. $2.99 a month, cancel at any time, and you get benefits because you get validation as a member. Your name gets put on the home screen as a member, and you get special perks and benefits like members only content. And when I do members only comments and streams, you are the only ones who are allowed to comment. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you. You do not have to do that. I know times are hard. All you have to do to help me out is press like or press subscribe or do both. Leave a comment to help the channel grow. And if you really want to help out, you can share the videos. That's a great way to help me for absolutely free. And it will just take a little bit of time, and pressing like just takes a second. So go ahead and do that. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially the ones that watch to the end of the video to see this message. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.